Hello, my name's Mel, welcome to my world, and for those of you that are new to my channel, it's all about self-built camper vans and camper van related stuff. So if that's something that interests you, then please do consider subscribing to my channel. Now, just recently I've been rather ill. I hurt my back, I hurt all my rib cage, I ripped all my metatarsal muscles, whatever they are, they're under here somewhere. And let me tell you, I've never been in so much pain in all my life. Very frightening indeed. But anyway, because I've been a bit incapacitated, today's video I'm just going to do a quick simple Q&A video, or what's known in the trade as a talking head video. Because like I say, I haven't been really that active and I've not really done a lot of work as per se on the van, so I haven't been able to record anything. So let's start off, and I'm going to read these out in no particular order. But this question literally just come up on my van, and it's from Andy Mack. He says, great video as always. Thank you, Andy. Would you mind telling me what size wheels you have fitted on your van, please? Many thanks. And this question comes up quite a lot. People seem to think that I've got some flash alloy wheels on my van. And in fact, I haven't. They are just wheel covers, and they are the standard Mercedes steel wheels. I just painted them black and then put these really nice wheel covers over the top. I'm not sure I did a video about the wheel covers, but I definitely made a video about how to paint the wheels black and make them look nice. I'll put a link to that video right there if you're interested. Next question. And the next question comes from yet another Andy, and I shall just read the question out. I quote, "Hi Mel, sorry my question isn't about controllers, just wanted to know which beaches you have been to for detecting. My wife goes detecting and we want to take the camper van to a good beach area. Cheers, Andy." Well, Andy, I can't really tell you what beach I've been to because I've been to so many. I could sit here and talk about metal detecting on beaches all day long, but I think that would probably send everyone to sleep, so I won't. But I can tell you, Andy, the worst beach I've been to, and this is no reflection on the beach itself, absolutely beautiful beach to go sunbathing and swimming, and that was in Tenby in Wales. And the reason I say it's the worst beach is because there was so much junk on that beach. In particular, rusty nails, and they was all about this long. So I don't know if somebody has gone up there and deliberately scattered thousands of rusty nails on the beach, but it seemed to me to be quite a few rusty nails on Tenby Beach. So Tenby Beach in Wales, I would avoid that. Don't go metal detecting there because you will dig rusty nails all day long. Now, the best beach I've been to, I'm sorry to say, wasn't actually in the UK. It's actually in Cyprus. In Cyprus, it is illegal to own or use a metal detector without a permit. And I was very lucky enough to meet somebody and make acquaintance with someone in Cyprus, which helped me get a permit so I could metal detect there. And I must say, one of the nicest places I've ever been for metal detecting, and the beaches are absolutely pristine, crystal clear water. Yeah, highly recommend Cyprus, but you do need to get a permit to go metal detecting now. Even if you're not into metal detecting, it's still a really nice place to go. I've actually got a trip booked for September. Whether or not I'll be allowed to go remains to be seen, because at the moment nobody's allowed to travel to Cyprus. They don't want us there because of COVID. So fingers crossed, it's looking unlikely. I may, just may, go back to Cyprus this September and do a little bit of metal detecting on their golden sands. Literally. So another question that comes up all the time, and that is, do I live in my van full time? If so, how do I go about using an address? The answer is quite simple. I use a care of address. So any forms I need to fill out, like the forms for the van itself, I will put my name and then CO and then the address. It's really simple. You can do that on any forms, whether it be the DVLA, your driving licence, or your banking, pretty much everything. Just put your name, and then before you write the address down on the form, just put C/O. So it's a care of address. Quite simple, really. And obviously I would recommend using someone you do trust, like a family member. So let's move on to another question about legalities, and this is with red diesel. I made a video a while ago about running my diesel heater on red diesel to save money, and red diesel is about half the price of normal road fuel, so I do recommend doing this because yeah, it's half the price, so why not use it? Why pay for road diesel when you can get red diesel, and you're quite legally entitled to do that as long as you don't put it in the fuel tank of your vehicle. And this is where people kind of get a bit mixed up. Well, a couple of questions come up this week is, does red diesel mess up the car engine? The red diesel won't mess up your car engine, but if you get caught using red diesel in your car or your van, Customs and Excise will not only fine you, I think the current fine is about £500, but they will also confiscate your vehicle and crush it. So yeah, using red diesel in your car can seriously have a bad effect on your car, because it will get crushed if you get caught using red diesel. And another related question is, does red diesel come up on the MOT? Probably not, but again, I wouldn't recommend putting red diesel in your vehicle's fuel tank, because you will get your vehicle crushed. And I have seen Customs and Excise, it's to do with the VAT. They do have mobile units, and they pull over commercial vehicles and they dip the tank and they actually suck out the diesel of your tank. And I have been stopped, and I've had this done to me, and it was right outside a car auction. As you drove into the car auction, they were there waiting for people, and every diesel car that drove into that car park, they were stopping and they were literally sucking diesel out the fuel tank into like one of these, I don't know, it's like a suction bowl with a little spout on it, so they can draw the diesel up out of the fuel, fill a tap, and then check what colour it is. Really simple. And they did actually catch a couple of people as well. There were a few people pulled over to one side when I went past. Lucky for me, I just literally filled up my, I think I had a Shogun at the time, and yeah, it was quite easy for them to get the diesel out of my Shogun. And yeah, they checked it, obviously it was white, and I just carried on my day, it was normal. But yeah, I have been stopped, only the once, but I can assure you they are out there. They do pull cars over. I've seen them on the side of the road, normally in lay-bys and stuff, and they pull vehicles over and they dip their tanks and they check for red diesel. And if you are caught using red diesel in your van, it will get taken away and it will get crushed. So don't do it. Do not use red diesel in your fuel tank. Using red diesel in a separate tank to run your nighttime diesel heater, as far as I'm aware, that is perfectly legal. I hope that clears that up. Now, I've had some comments lately about my Aboriginal painting up here. This painting is done by a famous Aboriginal artist called Danny Eastwood, and if you go into any souvenir shop across Australia, you're more than likely to find a copy of this picture. It's not expensive, it was nothing really dear, but it is just a really famous painting in Australia, and it is of a rainbow serpent. And the rainbow serpent, according to Aboriginal folklore, is what gave Australia its landscape as it went through the land, and it gave life to all the creatures as well. So I've rather liked the story about that. Maybe I'll read it out one day. Anyway, that's what it is. Like I say, it's not expensive. It wasn't expensive. In fact, I think to frame it cost more than the actual picture, but that doesn't matter because I actually rather like it, and that's why it's in my van. Now, the other picture up here is of my family. My daughter made this up out of smaller pictures, and she put it all together, and yeah, I love it. So that's my two pictures in my van. Now, no video of mine would be complete without mentioning a product or two, and today I want to talk about my Streetwise tracker, because when I did the video about this, about me fitting this tracker and trying it out, some people left a comment saying that they've seen the reviews on Amazon and some of the reviews were quite bad. A lot of people were saying, well, not a lot, there was only one or two people on the Amazon reviews saying that their tracker stopped working after a month. Well, let me tell you something. You do need to top up the SIM card after a month, because they do give you £1 credit, I think, with the 1p mobile SIM card that comes with the tracker. Once you activate it, after 1 month, you need to pay basically you have to pay £30, and then that £30 lasts for a whole year. Now I've had this tracker a good 3 or 4 months now, and I've got to say I've had no problems with it. It's worked every time, and something I didn't realise at the time, but when I open and shut my van door, I actually get a message to say my van has been disturbed. It's got a shock sensor in it, and I didn't realise that at the time. I don't think I did anyway, but it's brilliant. It works. Every time I get in and out of my van, my alarm goes off on my van. My alarm goes off on my phone. So I wonder if it worked. Let me just demonstrate, right? I'm going to leave my phone here so you know I'm not cheating, right? Let's see if I can hang it up now. There you go, phone is up there, it's in shot. Right, I'm just going to open and shut my front door. Oh, you bastard, why ain't it working? There you go. You can see it says on there, tracker alarm. The only way to stop it is press one of the buttons on the phone, like that. So there you are, every time I get in and out of my van, the alarm goes off on my phone. So if I'm in the house and someone breaks into my van, hopefully the alarm will go off on my phone and I can catch the culprits in the act. So would I recommend a Streetwise GPS tracker? Absolutely. For the price you pay for this and the peace of mind you get, well worth it. So there you go, there's my little product review for the Streetwise GPS tracker. Now, talking about Amazon, a few weeks ago I made a really shocking discovery, and that's to do with the pricing. Some sellers on there are really hiking the prices up of certain products. Unbelievable. And I'll give you an example. I was watching a video a while ago about this guy. There's a bushcraft type video, and he was using an alcohol stove. And in my mind I started thinking, an alcohol stove, that would be great in a camper van. You have one of those, just put it in the cupboard. They're very small, a little bottle of alcohol, and if ever you run out of gas, you've got an alternative way of cooking. So I thought, I'll get one of them. So I started looking on Amazon at all these different alcohol stoves, and I've got to admit, some of them look pretty flash, and yeah, I've developed a bit of a fetish for alcohol stoves. I'll show you what I mean. So this one is what I first saw on Amazon, and it was £249. I nearly fell off the chair because it is literally just a cheap wooden box with this cast Mazak grill and bowl. I thought, how can that be 250 quid? That can't be right. So I copied and pasted the description into the search bar and found this one for 17 quid. And I dare say they're probably on there somewhere else cheaper as well. But 17 quid to £249, unbelievable. I could have fell on the floor. But yeah, so be careful when you're using Amazon. Now, I was thinking, I'll show you, this is lovely. I love this little thing. This is a little alcohol stove as well. Like I say, I've developed a bit of a fetish for them. You put the alcohol in here, and little flames come out of these tiny little holes. Really clever how it works. But in my mind, well, I was hoping that this would fit inside there, but unfortunately it doesn't. But I'm still going to try these out anyway. That's another video. But the point I'm trying to make here is, when you're on Amazon or when you're looking for products on Amazon, you find what you want, always copy and paste the description into the search bar and search again. Just keep searching until you find the cheapest one. And this is what I do when I put stuff in my Amazon storefront, and I do this all the time. And so if ever you go on my Amazon storefront and you see a product cheaper elsewhere on Amazon, please do send me a message and let me know, so I can take that product out of my storefront and put the cheaper one in there. It just helps keep it all nice and cheap for everyone. So that's what I try and do in my Amazon storefront, and that's another good reason why you should use my Amazon storefront. Link in the description. Just a little plug there for my Amazon storefront. But yeah, be very careful when you're shopping on Amazon. And yeah, take the reviews you see on there with a little pinch of salt, because some people, well, some people just leave silly reviews. I'll show you this before I go. This is another alcohol stove. Look at this, this thing's brilliant. I'm going to do a video about this later on. But this is the bowl for the alcohol. But let's figure out how it works. Does that go? Oh yeah, that goes. explain how it works. Yeah. I think that's the top. Oh yeah, here. We're getting there. So that goes on top like that. They open up like that. So that's where your cooking utensils go. And then this goes like that. Yup. I'm not sure where that goes. Hang on, I think it goes in the middle there. No. Hang on, I've got it. That goes in there. That's it, that goes in there. So you put twigs in there, or charcoal, or whatever you're going to burn. Right, then that goes on top of there, like that. Then that goes on there like that. So that's a little tiny wood stove. How brilliant is that? Now here's the thing, you can use alcohol as well, because this bowl, you put alcohol in there. Not quite sure where that goes though. Maybe you just put alcohol in here, put that in the bottom, light it, and it goes on top like that. Yeah, so it's an alcohol stove and a wood stove all in one. Look at that, absolutely fantastic. Apparently it's called a gas wood stove because the flames don't come out the middle, the flames come out of these holes around the edges, so you get this nice flame effect. Can't wait to try it out. But I don't think you'll be able to use that in your van, you might get a bit smoked out. Unless you use this little bowl, of course, and put the alcohol in there. Anyway, there you go, I'm going to wrap this video up now. I think I've bored you long enough. Well, if you like this video, please do give me the thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Have a great weekend. Ta-ra for now. Any minute now, there is a bit of a delay. Oh, it's typical, isn't it? Oh, I've got my phone on silent. Let's try that again.